This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
Farming today requires constant adjustment, innovation, and the right seed, and you'll find that with Pioneer Seed at Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion. With the most advanced technologies and local experts, Dakota Seed and Service share in your hard work on the farm, adapting to an ever-changing industry. When you need the right seed, protection, and service, make it Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion. There's no better organization that gives back to the student athletes than the Booster Club. The Vermillion Booster Club is committed to helping all student athletes grow. Join the Tanager faithful today by becoming a member at GoTanagers.com. While you're there, check out team apparel for your favorite sports team. Like them on Facebook to stay up to date on all the latest information and sports games. Join the Vermillion Boosters today and go Tanagers.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
When it comes to advertising, reaching the right market while giving back to the school is just plain right. If you're looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Heath Nimke today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer, Merce Appliance, downtown Vermillion.
Birds like tanagers are great at flying out of the way to miss your car. Deer and other drivers are not. If you're in any kind of accident, bring your vehicle to Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. We repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition and handle the entire process from start to finish, including an accurate estimate and dealing with the insurance adjuster. So good luck to the tanagers, and if you're in an accident, bring your vehicle to
Blaine's Body Shop. Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Hey kids, it's never too early to start planning for your future. Did you know Masaba provides scholarships and tuition assistance? They are committed to your success, offering engineering, drafting, and welding opportunities, plus scholarships, job shadowing, and mentorship programs. Learn more at masabainc.com/careers. When I grow up, I want to work at Masaba.
Masaba Manufacturing. Unlock your future and rock with us.
Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. Their specialty, 6x6 front discharge mixer trucks that allows for better placement of concrete and ease of use. Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment offers the highest quality of concrete products and aggregate, and also a full-service dealer for Logon equipment featuring telehandlers, excavators, and ASV track skid loaders for purchase or rent. Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment, East Highway 50, Vermillion.
CoreCares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. CoreCares, proudly serving our community.
Jensen Kennels is your safe place to take your dog while you're away. They have over 7,000 square feet of indoor run space and outdoor play yards. They pride themselves in providing enrichment both mentally and physically for all types of dog. And speaking of size, Jensen Kennels can host any size of dog, from the smallest Boston Terrier to the largest Great Dane. To find out the full services Jensen Kennels offers, check out their website and Facebook pages. Next time you need your dog to stay in a safe, fun environment, make it Jensen's Kennels.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Hey kids! This month, it's time for Grossenberg's Coloring Contest. Get it off your April calendar, or just stop into any of the Grossenberg 9 locations and pick up a coloring sheet. All you have to do is color it and bring it back to any of Grossenberg Implement's parts departments and be eligible for a $100 gift certificate. This is good for any child from 6 till 12 years old. See any of the Grossenberg locations for more information today.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods, such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Insurance rates are on the rise, and now more than ever, every penny counts. With me, John Brooks at DFS Insurance, we can look over your coverages and find the right insurance carrier to help you keep your costs down. At DFS Insurance, I'm an independent agent, which allows me to offer a variety of different carriers to fit your needs. When you're ready for your free, no obligation quote, give me a call, and we'll get you on the path to the best and most affordable insurance you need with Dakota Financial Services.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Well, good early evening. Welcome to beautiful Prentice Park here in Vermillion, South Dakota, host of what's going to be a Class B high school baseball showdown between the home team, the Vermillion Tanagers, 8-3 out of Region 1, and the visiting Canton Seahawks, 1-10 out of Region 3 for Vermillion. Just 4 games left on the regular season schedule. It's all about picking up as many wins as they can. Try to slide up into that 2 spot in Region 1. Unless Parson Ethan has a monumental collapse at the top of Region 1 with just 1 loss so far in the season, they've got that 1 seed all but locked up. But again, Vermillion and Canton here, beautiful night for some high school baseball between these Class B opponents. Get you your defensive starters for the Vermillion Tanagers. Out and left, Carson Preister. Center fielder Mikey Robe, and right fielder is Nolan Nygren. Around the infield, Carter Hansen at third, Connor Peterson at short, Trey Hansen at second, Jack Moskowitz at first. Tate Haig doing the catching, and the pitcher is number 4, Hayden Christofferson. First batter, first pitch is just outside for ball number 1. 5:29 first pitch. 81 degrees. Feels like 81 here in Vermillion. Wind 1 mile an hour out of the east-northeast. So, I mean, not very much wind. That flag out in center field, it is showing that, not moving at all. A gorgeous day. If you'd be asking me, this would be more of a summertime game more than a spring high school game between these two teams. Quick 3-0 count. Theo Meister, the shortstop, number 21. Wyatt Greenwood, the center fielder, number 12. And Jacoby Ulrichsen, the third baseman, number 62. The first 3 due up for Canton. The 3-0 pitch is in there. Called strike number 1. (3-1). That one's going to miss for ball 4. Early leadoff walk for the first base run of the ball game.
Center fielder number 12, Wyatt Greenwood.
Wade Harriman behind home plate. Scott Landy out there on the bases. Your 2 umpires in this. Larsch, the only matchup scheduled to start 5:30. Looper out into center. That one's going to drop for a base hit. Greenwood reaches on board. 2 batters on in a row now for Canton on a hit and a walk.
Yeah, Cole, you mentioned Canton just with 1 win coming into this game, but put up a lot of runs in a lot of their losses, and right away you're kind of seeing that effect as a couple base runners on here early. Great plate approaches from our first 2 batters.
Ulrichsen, third baseman, steps in wearing number 62. First pitch going to miss. Down and in for ball 1. 21-12, 62, 35, 33, 5, 29, 23, 1. Your numbers for Canton Seahawks across the board. 1-0, that one's fouled back to the net. Evens up the count 1 apiece. Solid crowd on hand. And it was a 5:30 start. That one's going to be upstairs. We're ball number 2.
Yeah, especially for Christofferson struggling to find the zone here. It's not a very comfortable position for him to be in early.
2-1 just off the inside corner, ball 3.
He's going to have a hard time putting a meatball over the plate for the 3-hole with first 2 runners on and nobody out. got to trust in his defense here.
3-1 grounder up the middle. Peterson fires over to Trey Hansen, who fires over to first, and it's over the head. Meister's going to come around and score on the error. So Ulrichsen reaches on the fielder's choice. Greenwood is out. And coming around to score on the error is Theo Meister. Early 1-0 lead for the Seahawks. 1 out in the top of the first.
Yeah, and expecting, Christofferson to settle in and find the zone here. It's a great job of Canton coming out and taking advantage of an early opportunity. Just with a couple guys on, nobody out, put the ball in play, put a good swing on it, and they get rewarded for it.
Espen Anderson, first baseman number 35, up to bat now for Canton. Has himself 1-1 count. And 1 out here in the top of the first. 1-1, that one's downstairs for ball number 2. Grounder down the third baseline and foul. For Anderson.
This one Christofferson needs to just go right at here, runner on first, maybe try and get a ground ball up the middle. Just put something over the plate to keep letting your defense try and work. Almost turned a double play there, had a chance. Throw was just a bit off.
2-2 down and away. Fills up the count, 3-2, 1 out. Three 2, swing and a miss for strike 3. A throwback down to first, not going to be in time. Strikeout swinging. Full count. So 2 outs, first strikeout for Hayden Christofferson.
And for Vermillion, you got to hope that kind of gives Christofferson some confidence up on the mound, hoping that, now he's seen one go down swinging. He knows that he can get it by these guys. Hopefully settle in some of those nerves and go to work here.
0-1, Kevin Strand, number 33, the pitcher for Canton, off the bat. Grounded one down the third baseline and foul. 0-1, inside part of the plate, called a strike number 2. Oh, 2 outs. Canton comes out with the 1-0 lead in the top of the first. Payoff pitch, that one's skied. Middle of the infield, Trey Hansen squawks for it and will make the grab. P4 for out number 3. Canton a run on a hit and an error, and 1 left on base. After a half inning of work, Canton 1, Vermillion coming up to bat. That is all on the way next. And Vermillion Tanagers Live Ticket TV.
Welcome to Dakota PC Warehouse, where our staff aren't just friendly, we're certified nerds with a side of tech genius. Prepare to be awed as we unleash a barrage of geeky charm and unbeatable deals on PCs and HD TVs. And our tech gurus, armed with determination and a questionable assortment of snacks, can fix just about anything. We love technology and making it work for you. Dakota PC Warehouse, because being a nerd is our superpower.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
What's your big picture?
To keep the farm in the family.
To pay off the loan.
To start my own operation.
To drive Grandpa's combine. Right, Grandpa?
If owning a successful operation is in your big picture, First Bank and Trust has ag experts to help you plan for the future.
To diversify.
To teach her how to drive a combine.
Find out how First Bank and Trust makes managing your farm easier at bankeasy.com.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Welcome back, Prentice Park. Nolan Nygren, leadoff batter for the Tanagers. A bunt single up the left side of the infield towards the third base bag. First pitch from the pitcher. It is Kevin Strand, number 33, is the pitcher, not number 1 Landon Strand. Not sure where I got that information from. I was writing down random things in my scorebook. Robe, the second batter for Vermillion. Get you the defensive alignment for Canton after delivery number 2 from Strand. Nygren with a good lead. He runs, which well low and in. Around the outfield for Canton, left fielder's number 5, Ryder Thompson. Center fielder number 12, Wyatt Greenwood. In right, number 23, Caden Chalk. Around the infield, Jacoby Ulrichsen, third baseman. As Robe flies one over to second base. Alex Opeland will make the grab. Nygren will have to scamper back. That's out number 1. Again, Alex Opeland, second baseman. First baseman is Espen Anderson. Catcher is Landon Hill, number 1, and the pitcher, number 33, Kevin Strand. Nygren on second, Connor Peterson, shortstop for Vermillion. Up to bat, first pitch going to be missed upstairs.
Tell you what, on that last steal from Nygren, man, he had perfect timing. Was going to make it to third easily. It's unfortunate that it was popped up. At the same time, I'm not sure that would have been expecting him to go.
Peterson rips one out into left. It's going to be down for a base hit. Nygren will get the easy wave around signal. An RBI single for Connor Peterson. And Vermillion knots things up here in the bottom of the first, 1 apiece.
Second baseman number 2, Trey Hansen.
Yeah, I'd love to see the aggression from the Tanagers early. Great piece of hitting from Peterson to just find a clean barrel on it right over the shortstop's head. And, of course, with Nygren over at second, he's going to be making it home all day long. It's a great start here for the top half of the order.
Peterson on the pickoff attempt is back safely. Trey Hansen squared around. Sent Ulrichsen into a charge. Tom Heisinger giving the signs. Hansen squares. Ulrichsen charges. Hansen pulls away. Down and in is the pitch. Peterson safe at second base. Throw goes out into center field.
Now with Peterson over at second, Hansen really freed up at the plate. May see him square around, but I bet he's swinging away.
Strand double checks Peterson, fires home, it bounces in there. Good stop by Hill. Stop that from going back to the backstop. Two-0 count to Trey. Pitch from Strand down and away, ball 3. 3-0 from Strand. Red light in there, called strike number 1. In Vermillion, just 4 regular season games, including this one left on the schedule. And finished 12-3. Hansen rips one down the left field line. Just foul. Into the dugout area, or into the bullpen area, excuse me.
That's one thing we might see quite a bit this game, with just a little bit of slower arms on the side of Canton. Vermillion going to have to be really patient in the batter's box.
3-2 from Strand. That's down low, ball 4. First walk issued by Strand, and now 2 runners on for Vermillion in a 1-1 ball game and 1 out. Jack Moskowitz, first baseman number 7, steps in for Vermillion. Connor Peterson at second, Trey Hansen at first. Strand fires, Peterson goes, so does Trey Hansen. Ball was inside. So 3rd and 4th bags stolen by Vermillion so far in the ball game. Now 2 runners in scoring position. Swing an inside pitch and a miss for strike 1's evens up the count. 1-1, 1 out. 1-1 ball game, bottom of 1. That one's going to miss upstairs, ball 2. Peterson at third, Trey Hansen at second. Two 2-1, that one's downstairs, ball 3. (3-1) from Strand. Swung on, grounded up the middle. It's going to skip off the mound, and it's through for a base hit. Peterson comes around to score. Trey Hansen got the wave, and Greenwood couldn't handle it. Out in center, and he throws it in. Moskowitz. Single. Reaches on the air. Peterson comes across. Trey Hansen comes across. 2 RBI. Single for Jack Moskowitz. Makes the lead 3-1 for Vermillion.
And this is just going to be the battle for Canton is defensive and pitching. I mean, we know that they can score runs. We know they can put the bat on the ball, but it's just a matter of little things like that, cleanly handling it in center field. That may be the difference in only 1 run coming across instead of 2. But now you're in a situation, and here it is again, a balk on the mound. It's just these little things that kind of add up for Canton, and Vermillion's going to be a team that takes advantage of those.
Kevin Strand made a pickoff attempt over to first, and nobody home. Walk called, sends Moskowitz over to third. First pitch to the catcher, Tate Haig, upstairs, ball 1.
Yeah, and maybe going to be tough for him to keep his composure on the mound, especially just after a mental mistake like that. You see that one missed by a lot.
1-0, catches the outside corner. Strike number 1. 1 ball and a strike, 1 out. Vermillion 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 Canton error. 1-1 strike called at the knees. Puts Strand ahead of the count, 1-2. One, 2. That one's low. Hill tried faking like that one went past. Try to draw Moskowitz home. Nothing going over at third. 2-2, that one bounces in there, ball 3. Full count, 1 out. Moskowitz over on third base. Pitch number 22 from Strand on its way. One's high and tight, ball 4. Second walk issued by Strand.
Third baseman, number 35, Carter Hansen.
Runners in the corners. Carter Hansen off to bat. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. Strand sets. 1-0. That one's going to miss inside, ball 2. And Moskowitz at third. Tate Haig, no courtesy runner yet over there at first base. I believe we'll have one coming in for him if he's still on base with 2 outs. Haig takes off. Strand lobs one back to second. Even though Hoffman was nowhere close to the bag or the tag. So Tate Haig officially credited with the stolen base in the 5th stolen base for Vermillion here in the bottom of the 1st.
That's when Roplin's just got to get over to second, give his pitcher a guy to hit and give him a chance to make the out. He just kind of froze up, didn't really know what to do, kind of stood there, and it's just an easy bag stolen by Haig, not one you see very often.
2-1 to Carter Hansen. Misses in, ball 3. (3-1) from Strand. In there, top of the zone, called strike number 2. Fills up the count. 3-2, 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position for Vermillion with the 3-1 lead. The 3-2, that one's grounded up the middle. Meister fields, fires over to first. Throw is in time over at first. Moskowitz will score. Haig advances to third. And now we're going to get a courtesy runner over at third. Corbin Heckens comes in now with Vermillion in the 4-1 lead.
Well, that was close over there at first. I thought, from initial impression, I thought Hansen beat it out, but it's tough to tell in real time, especially we're pretty high up here compared to Blue down on the infield.
We could turn on replay.
That we could.
It's always an option. First pitch to Hayden Christofferson, and doing the pitching for Vermillion. First pitch high and tight, ball number 1. 1-0 from Strand, that's outside, ball 2. Two out of Christofferson, bounces in there, ball 3. (3-0) outside part of the plate, strike number 1. (3-1) inside, ball 4. Third walk. Issued by Strand. Now Matt Robe over at first base. Will courtesy run for Christofferson. Price to the left fielder now at the bat. Matt Robe with the large lead over at first. Draws attention from about everybody except for Strand on the mound. First pitch was a ball. 1-0. Robe goes. No throw down. Robe advanced to second. Officially scored. Defensive indifference. 2-0 count, 2 out, bottom of the first inning. 2 runners in scoring position for Vermillion with a 4-1 lead. Preister works himself into a 3-0 count. Down and away, ball 4. 4th walk issued by Strand on the mound. And now the order will flip over. Nolan Nygren, 1 for 1. Single, stolen base, and a run scored. Bases juice and 2 outs. First pitch, weak grounder over to the right side of the infield. Opplin Fields fires over to first, and the throw is in time. 4-3 put out for out number 3.
Vermillion in the bottom of the first, 4 runs on 3 hits.
4 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and they strand. The bases loaded. After 1 full inning of work, it is Vermillion 4, Canton 1. Back with the top half of the second. After this, Vermillion Tanagers live ticket TV.
Life can get pretty busy out there. Daily commutes, carpooling, and then there's that weekend getaway. Cenex is here to keep your vehicle fueled up for those long drives, your pantry stocked for those snack cravings, and the propane grill ready whenever you are. Things can move fast, but with your local Cenex, you can rest assured that everything on your list will get a checkmark, all in a day's work, powered locally at Cenex.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Welcome back. Top half of inning number 2 between Vermillion and Canton. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Cole Larsch. Alongside me, Spencer Buley, the USD track and field star.
Welcome back to...
Ready to compete on tomorrow, Friday tomorrow.
Working on the star part.
Oh, well, sorry for trying to give you a compliment, I guess, over there. But then it's the Summit League tournament here at Vermillion, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Spencer will be there. What day do you even compete?
Saturday.
Saturday?
Yep, round it out.
Oh, well, I'll be there all 3 days.
Should be a fun one.
Ryder Thompson, the left fielder, batting for Canton. Again, Vermillion plays at home tomorrow against Scotland Menno. We will not have that game live on air. We'll have Spencer Buley on the call on Tuesday as Vermillion takes on Dakota Valley here at Prentice Park, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the last regular season game of the season.
That was strike 3.
I believe it was, because it was fouled back and I think he did tip it, but I think Haig held on to it. I don't think it ever hit the ground. And now Christofferson's going to go over and just touch the bag. And now we're going to get a conversation between Wade Harriman, home plate umpire, and Scott Landy over there at first.
Yeah, Christofferson, yeah.
A couple questions of whether he
Right
made contact with it, and if he did, if it ever dropped. And I think the answers are yes and no. There we go.
Yep, that's the right call.
So strikeout. That's strikeout number 2 for Hayden Christofferson. First out in this top of the second inning.
Second baseman number 29, Alex Oplin.
Alex Oplin, second baseman. Up batting now for Canton Seahawks. First pitch missed, second one nailed the box on the light pole. Got a reaction out of the Vermillion dugout. One outside part of the plate, called a strike number 2.
Foul balls, bring them up to the crow's nest for a reward. Thanks.
1-2 inside part of the plate, called strike number 3. Third strikeout for Christofferson. Third in 4 batters faced. In his last 4 batters faced, I should state. And now with 2 outs, Caden Chalk, the right fielder. Number 23. Batting, first pitch. In there at the knees, strike number 1. Christofferson on a roll on the mound so far through the 2 outs in the second. Foul back into the glove. For sure this time for strike number 2.
Yeah, he's really found the zone. He's stuck to it. I think that maybe the 4-1 lead is helping him maintain some confidence up on the mound after that shaky start.
0-2 misses just outside, ball 1.
Yeah, I mean, he's just all attack mode right now. He's hitting his spots, outside part of the plate, inside part of the plate. He's found it.
1-2, that misses on the top edge, evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the second. Deuce is wild on the scoreboard out in left center.
Thank you, Heath Nimke.
Fun fact, I actually taught him that phrase.
Sounds about right.
So, and I heard that from official amateur baseball scorekeeper Brock Greenfield. It was the first time I ever heard that phrase. And if you count it over 11 days of baseball, you hear it a lot.
Yes, you do.
The 2-2 grounded weakly, left side of the infield. Carter Hansen charges and is not able to make the grab. So Chalk will reach first on the error. Second Vermillion error of the ball game.
Catcher number 1, Landon Hill.
As the other one was a throwing error that scored Theo Meister. So with 2 outs, bottom of the order, Landon Hill, the catcher. Batting now for Canton. First pitch down low for ball number 1. Skied, right side of the infield. Trey Hansen will call for it. P4 for out number 3. No runs on no hits, 1 Vermillion error, and 1 stranded on base for Canton in the top of the second. After 1.5, it is 4-1 Vermillion, back with the bottom half of the second from Prentice Park after this.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today. Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Welcome back, Prentice Park. Bottom half of the second inning. Mikey Rowe 0 for 1. He's up to bat for Vermillion. Popped out to Alex Opland over there at second base for the first out of the extended first inning. 4 runs on 3 hits, and they strand 3 on. Did Vermillion. 2-0 pitch. Inside part of the plate for strike number 1. 2-1 going to miss for ball 3. Even Strand. So on the mound for Canton. Issued 4 walks in that first inning. 3-1. That one's lined high out to the left. Thompson will range back and over to his right. F7 for out number 1. I got all the numbers backwards on my scorebook. You know, Spencer, when you scribble out a number, like your innings, you want to extend them, don't just write the same inning down again.
Yeah, that would help.
That's where I'm at today. 1 out. Connor Peterson. RBI single in the first. Advanced to second on a stolen base. Advanced to third on a stolen base. And scored. He skies one. Shallow left center. Maestro won't even get out of the dirt. F6 for out number 2.
Second baseman number 2.
Trey Hansen. 0 for 0. Walked in the first. Advanced to second on the stolen base. And was the third Vermillion runner to score in that 4-run first inning. First pitch outside part of the plate, strike number 1. A 1 grounded to the Vermillion dugout. Oh, 2 outs. Bottom of 2. Strand sets, fires up high for ball number 1. One, 2, swung on a low pitch. It's out into center. Coming on late and making the grab is Greenwood out in center field. F8 for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, none. Left on base for Vermillion in the second. After 2 complete, 4-1 in favor of Vermillion. Back with the top of the third after this.
Farming today requires constant adjustment, innovation, and the right seed. And you'll find that with Pioneer Seed at Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion. With the most advanced technologies and local experts, Dakota Seed and Service share in your hard work on the farm, adapting to an ever-changing industry. When you need the right seed, protection, and service, make it Dakota Seed and Services in Irene and Vermillion. There's no better organization that gives back to the student athletes than the Booster Club. The Vermillion Booster Club is committed to helping all student athletes grow. Join the Tanager faithful today by becoming a member at GoTanagers.com. While you're there, check out Team Apparel for your favorite sports team. Like them on Facebook to stay up to date on all the latest information and sports games. Join the Vermillion Boosters today and go Tanagers.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Welcome back, Prentice Park. First batter for Canton was Theo Meister, top of the order. He will ground out. Hansen over at third, 5-3. Route number 1. And yes, Spencer, you could bet on who the new pope was. I believe the guy they chose was not one of the 2 favorites.
I wonder if that's legal in the NCAA.
I doubt it.
I know they outlaw.
Well, it's not sports.
Sports betting. That's true. Just didn't know if the platform mattered. I didn't know what platforms you could possibly bet on.
I mean, I think as long as it's not in your, that's like a MLB rule or NFL rule. You can't bet from inside your facility.
Interesting.
0-2, swung on and missed by Wyatt Greenwood. 4th strikeout of the ball game for Hayden Christofferson. 2 outs in the third, Jacoby Ulrichsen. 0 for 1 reaching off fielder's choice back in the first. Yeah, that's a good question. You should ask Director of Compliance, Mike Moran. There we go. You should ask him about
and
that.
Occasional high school basketball ref, I believe. Saw him doing at least one game.
Yep.
Out in Centerville.
Occasional high school basketball referees, a softball and baseball umpire in the spring and summer.
Man of many talents.
The occasional public address announcer voice of the South Dakota softball team.
Sure is.
Let's see. What other titles might he have? I think that's about it. I
think we've got them all.
True, might be on a football officiating crew.
Very well could be.
Former Vermillion Gray Sox manager. There we go. I think we've got most of them covered now, I hope.
We have officially become the announcers I see Instagram Reels about. Parodying.
Hey, that's all right.
They were talking about how the baseball announcers will fill airtime with the new Pope selection. And I saw that 2 days ago, and that is now us.
Yep. Second walk by Christofferson brings up Espen Anderson, first baseman. Pitch up high, ball 1. Tell you what, Spencer, if you ever want to be a color commentator someday, you need to aspire to be John Kruk, color announcer for the Philadelphia Phillies on NBC Sports. Between innings,
I don't know if I know him.
Between innings, look him up. He is a colorful commentator, that's for sure. But he's funny.
I believe it. If his name's getting tossed around.
You should add that to your repertoire when you go to Syracuse next year.
All right.
Not even next year, in a month. 3-0 pitch in there, strike number 1 to Anderson. He struck out swinging for the second out of the first inning. (3-1) at the knees, going to be just low, ball 4. Third walk issued by Christofferson, second this inning. Kevin Strand, the pitcher, he skied out to Trey Hansen to end the first. 2 runners on for Canton. 2 outs. Strand laces one out to right. Coming on and not able to make the grab is Nygren. Drops in front of him. Base knock will load the bases. Ulrichsen to third, Anderson to second, and Strand on first.
Again, this is a Canton team that can hit. And we've established that. We've talked about it. And, I mean, especially when you give up back-to-back walks, they're a team that can threaten in that situation. And you put 2 guys on, all of a sudden a hit, puts the Seahawks in a much better position and able to find a base hit, might find a couple runs here for them and start chipping away at this lead.
Thompson lines it up the middle. One hop for Peterson. He flips over to Trey Hansen. 6-4 for out number 3. No runs on a hit.
For Canton in the top of the third, no runs on
No errors and 3 left on base for Canton in the top of the third. After 2.5, it's 4-1 Vermillion. Back with the bottom half of the third after this.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
When it comes to advertising, reaching the right market while giving back to the school is just plain right. If you're looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Heath Nimke today, and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Welcome back, bottom half of the third inning here at Prentice Park. Jack Moskowitz singled, reached a second on an error, was a 2 RBI single, reached a third on a balk, and scored. Was the fourth and final run in the first inning. Between half innings, we got Spencer Buley to watch some film on John Kruk. Just 2 clips of what is a 10-minute YouTube video on the best of the 2024 season from John Kruk. Not often you see that from a color commentator.
Phenomenal stuff.
Moskowitz flies out to chalk out and right for out number 1. That should be your goal in life, is to have a highlight reel of you as either a play-by-play guy, color guy.
For all the wrong reasons.
Or the right reasons. I mean, there's a lot of highlight reels like Gus Johnson out there. Those are for the right reasons.
True. You know what I meant.
Yeah, okay. Tate Haig, the batter, 0 for 0, walked in the first, reached second on a stolen base, and got to third, where Corbin Heckens was stranded. 1-1 upstairs, ball 2. 2-1, swung on, fouled over the net. Makes it 2-2. Two-two to Haig. Skied, foul territory. Heard some heads-ups, but didn't really hear anybody running away, so I guess that's a good thing.
Hearing nothing else after a heads-up is generally the best case scenario.
As long as you don't hear a collective, oh!
That's the worst.
2-2 going to miss upstairs. Ball 3. Tate Haig works himself into a full count. Now it's pitch number 58 from Strand on the mound. He sets, fires home inside ball 4. Actually hit him. First hit batsman for Strand on the mound.
Third baseman, number 35, Carter Hansen.
Carter Hansen. Now the batter. Grounded out to short for the second out. But that ground out did score a run. Haig safe on the pickoff attempt. Oh no, pitch. Line softly. Right side and foul. Anderson gives chase and will make his way back into play.
Be a good inning for Vermillion to get their bats back going. A great first, and then that second inning was not their best effort. We did see some good bats put on the ball, but that first inning was pretty electric as far as batting the whole lineup around. Wondering if they can get back to that here with a runner on early.
One to Hansen, grounded sharply left side of the infield, and it's going to be through for a base hit. Ulrichsen stuck the glove out and just went right below him and just past him.
I thought for a second he almost grabbed it, but had the position, just couldn't quite time up the short hop. It's a hard hit ball from Carter Hansen, though. It's might put some juice back into the lineup.
2 runners on, 1 out. Christofferson on the batter for Vermillion. He squares, pulls back. Ball gets past Hill. So now 2 runners on scoring position. Haig on third and Carter Hansen on second base. Christofferson walked back in the first. It's called strike. Walked in the first, had a courtesy runner. Matt Robe, who advanced to second on some defensive indifference and was stranded there. 1-1, 1 out. 2 on, bottom of third, a 4-1 Vermillion lead. Squares. Going to be an RBI as Haig comes across to score. Hansen got about halfway there and headed back. A sacrifice bunt for the second out. Haig scores. Hansen a third. And Vermillion now with the 5-1 lead.
Yeah, a little squeeze, a little sacrifice bunt there from Christofferson.
Preister rips one out into left field. That one's going to be in for a base hit. RBI single. Scores Carter Hansen. So 2 runs come across for Vermillion so far in the third inning. And the lineup resets. Nolan Nygren is at the bat trying to keep things going for Vermillion.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a game offensively when you have your guys coming around for the third time in the order and it's the third inning.
Nygren squares. Ulrichsen charges. He pulls back. Called to ball number 1. Preister swipes second. One count. Runs inside. Second hit batsman this inning. End of the ball game for Strand. Sends Niagara into first. Pricer stays at second.
At least it's been the off speed that's been finding the Tanagers for the most part. Haven't seen anything too worrisome. But you wonder how much longer on the mound Strand's going to last here in the third. Already up to 68 pitches and just in the third, giving up 6.
First pitch missed. Mikey Robe up to bat. 0 for 2, popped out to second, flew out to left. His 2 times up. There's number 70, runs in. As the Vermillion dugout says, third one this inning, and that is correct. I can confirm that. So Priester to third, Niagara into second. Robe to first.
Shortstop, number 1, Connor Peterson.
Brings up Connor Peterson. He's 1 for 2. RBI single in the first. Flew out in shallow left center. Or the deep part of the infield to Meister over there at short. Last inning, first pitch misses, ball 1. One also going to miss, ball 2. Two misses inside, ball 3. Peterson works himself into a 3-0 count. In there, strike number 1. Slight breeze coming in from right field. Maybe 5 mile an hour. 3-1 down and away, ball 4. Walk number 5 for Strand. Priester comes across to score. Niagara into third, Robe to second. 7-1 lead now for Vermillion. We're going to get a conversation on the mound. We're going to step aside and take the break with him. Back to Prentice Park as we will have a pitching change on the way next.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer, Merce Appliance, downtown Vermillion.
Birds like tanagers are great at flying out of the way to miss your car. Deer and other drivers are not. If you're in any kind of accident, bring your vehicle to Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. We repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition and handle the entire process from start to finish, including an accurate estimate and dealing with the insurance adjuster. So good luck to the tanagers, and if you're in an accident, bring your vehicle to
Blaine's Body Shop. Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Hey kids, it's never too early to start planning for your future. Did you know Masaba provides scholarships and tuition assistance? They are committed to your success, offering engineering, drafting, and welding opportunities, plus scholarships, job shadowing, and mentorship programs. Learn more at masabainc.com/careers. When I grow up, I want to work at Masaba.
Masaba Manufacturing. Unlock your future and rock with us.
Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. Their specialty, 6x6 front discharge mixer trucks that allows for better placement of concrete and ease of use. Midwest Ready Mix Equipment offers the highest quality of concrete products and aggregate, and also a full-service dealer for low-gun equipment featuring telehandlers, excavators, and ASV track skid loaders for purchase or rent. Midwest Ready Mix Equipment, East Highway 50, Vermillion.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Welcome back, Prentice Park. It's getting bottom of the third inning, a 7-1 lead for Vermillion. Now on the mound, 35, Espen Anderson. Called strike number 1 to Trey Hansen. Defensive changes. Strand went out to left. Ryder Thompson goes from left to first. And Espen Anderson goes from first to the mound. Trey is officially 0 for 1. One misses. Two on the Trey. Soft fly ball. Greenwood charges out. He can't get there. He's going to mishandle it out in center. Nygren's going to score. Robe's going to come across. He will score. Peterson to second, and Hansen to first. So officially an RBI single for Hansen. Nygren scores on the RBI. Robe scores on E8. Peterson also on E8.
First baseman, number 7, Jack Moskowitz.
Goes over to third.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for Anderson. You know, first batter, you get the type of contact you want. It's just blooped right into the no man's land, the Bermuda Triangle out there between center, short, and second. But a great job of hustling from Vermillion to find 2 runs out of it. Great awareness to see the bobble out in center field. And, of course, great hustle from Trey. Trey's always hustling out there, taking the extra base.
1-0 count to Moskowitz. Lines one softly. Right center is going to drop for a base hit. Peterson scores. Hansen gets waved around. So a 2 RBI single for Jack Moskowitz brings across 2 more runs, and it's an 11-1 lead for Vermillion.
Yeah, they found the bats. I mean, they had that one little second inning, 3 up, 3 down, but they have heated right back up. Just all the confidence in the world at the plate.
You talk about that first inning. 4 runs on 3 hits and an error, and they strand 3. Then in the second, fly out to left, a fly out to short, and a fly out to center for that 3 up, 3 down. And since then, this is batter number 11. Tate Haig was hit by a pitch earlier in the inning and was walked in the first. So in his third plate appearance, he is 0 for 0. 1-0, grounder over to short. Meister fires, and it's caught. Over at first by Thompson. 6-3 out number 3.
Vermillion in the bottom of the third, 7 runs on 4 hits, 1 Canton error, 1 left on.
7 runs, 4 hits, 1 Canton error, and 1 stranded on base. After 3 complete innings, it is 11-1 in favor of Vermillion. Back to Prentice Park with the top of the 4th after this.
CoreCares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. CoreCares, proudly serving our community.
Jensen Kennels is your safe place to take your dog while you're away. They have over 7,000 square feet of indoor run space and outdoor play yards. They pride themselves in providing enrichment both mentally and physically for all types of dog. And speaking of size, Jensen Kennels can host any size of dog, from the smallest Boston Terrier to the largest Great Dane. To find out the full services Jensen Kennels offers, check out their website and Facebook pages. Next time you need your dog to stay in a safe, fun environment, make it Jensen's Kennels.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Welcome back, Prentice Park, top of the fourth inning. Alex Oppelin, the second baseman, struck out looking back in the second inning. Hayden Christofferson entering his fourth inning of work, and he will hit Oppelin. On the 0-2, first hit batsman for Christofferson. Caden Chalk reached on an error in the second and was stranded there at first base. Did not make any more advance. First pitch, big cut and a miss, strike number 1. Oh, 1 fouled back into the net. Again, beautiful day for baseball here in Vermillion. 79 degrees and fair according to the Weather Channel. The winds are out of the east at 0 miles per hour, gusting to 0. UV index is at 1. So not good tanning weather, I guess. I know, Spencer, you're into that tanning stuff.
I don't know about that, but it's late enough in the day. 6:30 is like the perfect time. Nice, little bit of a cool breeze out there, kind of blowing in, cooling off the day a little bit.
You mean perfect time for baseball or perfect time for tanning?
Baseball.
Okay, I was going to say, not for tanning. The UV's 1.
No, pardon me. Perfect day for baseball. Ain't
Gotta
worried about no tanning around here.
Got to clarify that, Spencer. You know, it's big-time tanning season, early spring.
Yeah, I see it all around campus.
Yeah, I want to get that early tan on.
Yeah. It is nice. I mean, I think last year we didn't have our first full week of outdoor practice until mid-May.
That does sound about right. 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Fifth strikeout of the ball game for Christofferson. Tate Haig threw down to third, and Moskowitz just could not quite get the glove on it. It was well above his head. But 1 out now in the top of 4. Landon Hill popped out to Trey Hansen to end the second inning. Pitch number 63 for Christofferson skips in there. Ball 1. I see Spencer Buley shopping around on the Alfredo's website. Must be where he locked in, where he's going to eat tonight.
It's next on the to-do list. Get that pre-meat meal.
1-0 outside, ball 2. And I'm still on the fence. Not sure what I want to do yet. I'm going to get home. I'm going to tell my parents it's been a long travel day. 2-0 ripped out in the left. Going to be down for a base hit. Landon Hill moves Alex Oppen over to second base. Third hit of the ball game for Canton.
Shortstop, number 21, Theo Meister.
Brings up Theo Meister. 0 for 1. Walked in the first and scored an error and grounded out to Carter Hansen. Have been his 2 batters. We're going to have a courtesy runner at first for Canton. I'll try to get his name. I thought I saw number 20 on the roster. Alex Reed is the courtesy runner. 1-0, going to miss high and away, ball 2. That one's going to miss for ball 3 for Christofferson, at risk of walking the bases loaded.
Yeah, just time where you want to be putting the ball over the plate. Outs everywhere. Just let that defense work. Keep them engaged. You got a big old 10-run lead. Nothing to be afraid of as far as attacking the zone head on.
(3-1) upstairs, ball 4. Fourth walk issued by Christofferson. That loads up the bases, and now T-Life heading out there for a coach's conversation. Last check on the South Dakota softball team. They're down 2-0 to North Dakota. And that game is a winner go home. As the conversation on the mound has ceased.
Courtesy runner for the catcher out at second, number 20, Alex Reed. This is the center fielder, number 12.
So bases juiced. Wyatt Greenwood, the center fielder. He's 1 for 2, singled. In the first, was gunned down on the fielder's choice. He watches strike number 1. He struck out swinging back in the third. And Hopland over at third base. Reed at second. Meister at first. 0-1, just down below the knees, ball 1. Evens things up 1 apiece, 1 out here in the top of the fourth. One also just downstairs, ball 2. Two on swung on, skied, shallow left field. Peterson will range over and back, and he will make the grab. Have 6 out in left field for out number 2. And Jacoby Ulrichsen, 0 for 1 officially, reaching a fielder's choice and was stranded on the first, and he walked in the third and was stranded at third base. Well, 1 down and away, gets past Haig. Opland almost went. Decided against it last second.
Probably the smarter choice. Looked like Haig got just enough glove on it after it came across home plate to keep it just within a couple yards of reach.
1-1 in there, called strike number 2. Runs count up ahead, 1-2. Pitch 78. Swung on, driven left side of the infield. Peterson charges, fires over to first, and the throw is in time. 6-3 for out number 3. So Canton threatens, but no runs. 1 hit, no errors, and once again, 3 stranded on base. After 3.5 innings, still an 11-1 lead for Vermillion. Back with the bottom half of the fourth after this.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, One pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Hey kids! This month, it's time for Grossenberg's Coloring Contest. Get it off your April calendar, or just stop into any of the Grossenberg 9 locations and pick up a coloring sheet. All you have to do is color it and bring it back to any of Grossenberg Implement's parts departments and be eligible for a $100 gift certificate. This is good for any child from 6 till 12 years old. See any of the Grossenberg locations for more information today.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Welcome back, Prentice Park. Espen Anderson entering his second inning of work. Carter Hansen, the batter for Vermillion, 1 for 2, grounded out to short, and singled his 2 at-bats, and he will stay 1 for 2 as hit by the pitch. First hits batsman for Espen Anderson. We can officially close the book on starting pitcher Kevin Strand. 2 2/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 10 runs, which were all earned. 5 walks, did not record a strikeout on 76 pitches. 76 pitches, 31 of them were strikes on 21 batters faced. Christofferson, third plate appearance. Yet to record an official at-bat. Walked in the first. Sack bunt in the third. Pickoff attempt. Over to first. Not in time as Carter Hansen was already on his way to second. He snags the bag. 7th stolen base this ball game by Vermillion. Christofferson 1-1. In there, strike number 2. Anderson sets, he deals home. Up and in. That's going to run inside and hit him. Second hits batsman in a row for Espen Anderson.
Boy, I always want to wear it, but taking it to the dome willingly, that's a real team player right there.
Left fielder number 15, Carson Preister.
They don't call you the best color man in the game for nothing. First pitch to Carson Preister. Gonna miss for ball 1. He's 1 for 1 and an RBI single back in the third. On a hard hit liner out to left. 1-0 swung on, fouled over near the Canton dugout area. One down and away, ball 2. Swung on and missed. Strike 2 evens up the count at 2 apiece. No outs and 2 runners on for Vermillion. And Carter Hansen over there at second base. Hayden Christofferson over at first. 2-2 Anderson to Preister. Miss in ball 3.
It's probably the best breaking ball we've seen him throw. That was a pretty good spot with 2 strikes, but a great eye from Preister.
I think that's the only one he's thrown this inning that hasn't hit a batter.
Darn right.
3-2 spiked in there, ball 4.
Right fielder number 8, Nolan Nygren.
First walk issued by Anderson brings up the top of the order. And Nolan Nygren, he's 1 for 2. A bunt single in the first, a ground out to end the first, and was hit by a pitch in the third. Making his 4th plate appearance in 4 innings. Ball gets past Hill. Hansen got a late read on it. Ultimately makes the choice not to advance. (1-0). Bring ball high and tight. Third hit batter. This inning for Anderson. Second time Nygren's been hit. That'll score a run as Hansen comes across. Christopherson to third. Preister to second. And Nygren to first. Vermillion extends their lead. Now 12-1. Mikey Rowe 0 for 2. Pop out to second, fly out to left, and a hit by pitch, and score on an error. Been his 3 plate appearances. No outs here in the bottom of the 4th. (1-0) in there, called strike number 1. Action in the bullpen. As Robe rips one down the line in left field. Through for a base hit. All runners will advance the station. Good throw in by Strand out in left. One hopped. Hill behind the plate. RBI single. We'll score another run. It's 13-1 Vermillion. Jacob Larson, pinch hitter. Batting now for Vermillion. Let's get the lineup card set. Larson steps in there. First pitch in there, called strike number 1. Again, bases loaded, no outs. Espen Anderson, this will be pitch number 28. 0-1 going to miss outside, ball 1. (1-1) down and in. Gets past Hill, but no advance from Preister. (2-1) inside corner. Strike number 2. Evens at the count at 2 apiece. Swung on, grounded up the middle. Oplin flips over to second. They throw over to first. It's in time.
Is that 6-4-3 or 4-6-3? 4-6-3, right?
Yes, 4-6-3. Double play for outs 1 and 2.
Pinch hitter number 34, Ryan Vitt.
Ryan Vitt now pinch hitting for Vermillion.
Yes, one came in. He doesn't get an RBI for that, I don't think. He would if it wasn't a double. I don't think he can get an RBI.
1-0 Vitt. Called a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Anderson to Vitt outside, ball 2. And 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. 14-1 lead now for Vermillion. Upstairs, ball 3. (3-1) Vitt ropes one out into center field. It's going to drop for a base hit.
He's 2 for 2 on the season.
RBI single for Ryan Vitt. Bill Settles tells me he's 2 for 2 now on the season. Now we're going to get a mound conversation. And we are going to get a pitching change. So we're going to step aside for the change, come back with all the changes after this on Vermillion Tanagers Live Ticket TV.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Insurance rates are on the rise, and now more than ever, every penny counts. With me, John Brooks at DFS Insurance, we can look over your coverages and find the right insurance carrier to help you keep your costs down. At DFS Insurance, I'm an independent agent, which allows me to offer a variety of different carriers to fit your needs. When you're ready for your free, no obligation quote, give me a call, and we'll get you on the path to the best and most affordable insurance you need with Dakota Financial Services.
Welcome to Dakota PC Warehouse, where our staff aren't just friendly, we're certified nerds with a side of tech genius. Prepare to be awed as we unleash a barrage of geeky charm and unbeatable deals on PCs and HD TVs. And our tech gurus, armed with determination and a questionable assortment of snacks, can fix just about anything. We love technology and making it work for you. Dakota PC Warehouse, because being a nerd is our...
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Welcome back, Prentice Park. Jacoby Ulrichsen, number 62, steps onto the mound. And Matt Robe steps into the box. Ulrichsen to pitch, and Anderson goes over to third base, just a straight swap. Bottom of the 4th. 15-1 Robe. Caught on miss, strike 2. One, 2. Hit and skied. Shallow center. Greenwood will come on and make the grab. F8 out, number 3. 4 runs. 2 hits and 1 left on base for Vermillion. After 4 complete, 15-1 your score. Back with the top of the 5th after this.
Our superpower.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
For healthier crops and stronger yields, count on Nutrien Ag Solutions. By partnering with the leader in plant nutrition, you'll have access to innovative products and unmatched service that deliver impact and efficiency to every acre. Healthier crops, happier growers. Lead the field this season and beyond. Find your local crop consultant at nutrienagsolutions.com.
What's your big picture?
To keep the farm in the family.
To pay off the loan.
To start my own operation.
To drive Grandpa's combine. Right, Grandpa?
If owning a successful operation is in your big picture, First Bank and Trust has ag experts to help you plan for the future.
To diversify.
To teach her how to drive a combine.
Find out how First Bank and Trust makes managing your farm easier at bankeasy.com.
Welcome back to the Vermillion Booster Club Press Box, proud supporters of all Tanager athletics and the student athlete.
Welcome back, Prentice Park. Aspen Anderson hits a rope down the left field line and just foul. Ended up rolling down to the 300 sign and the foul pole down and left. And 300 to left, 354 to the scoreboard in left center, 367 to the flagpole out in dead center, 354 to right center, and 336 down the right field line. Anderson's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Now ahead in the count, 2-1. Two-one downstairs, ball 3. Christofferson, 78 pitches through 4 complete innings heading into the 5th. 3-1 down and away, ball 4. 5th walk issued by Christofferson in the ball game. Left fielder, Kevin Strand. 1 for 2. First pitch fouled back. Popped out to Trey Hansen and singled.
Left fielder number 33, Kevin Strand.
And was gunned down on the fielder's choice for the 3rd out of that 3rd inning. Soft grounder to 3rd, takes a weird hop for Carter Hansen, but he gets it, fires over to 1st. Not in time. Infield single for Strand. 4th hit of the ball game for Canton. Ryder Thompson now the batter. It was now the first baseman. He's 0 for 2. Struck out swinging and got it into a fielder's choice to end that 3rd inning. Watch the first pitch, going to miss. Ball 1. 1-0. Right over top of the press box. Just waiting for the impact.
Same.
I got fed some bad information. 1-1 outside, ball 2. Two-one, well inside, ball 3. Haig throws over to 3rd, but Hansen not even on the bag. And Strand did not run on 1st. Three one, swing and a miss. Fills up the count. 3-2 runners in the corners. Down and away, ball 4. 6th walk issued by Christofferson. But no, it's bases juice for Canton in the top of the 5th. Alex Opland, he's 0 for 1. Struck out looking and was hit by a pitch. First pitch in there, strike number 1. All 1 in there, called strike number 2.
93.
0-2. In there again. Called strike number 3. Strikeout number 6 for Hayden Christofferson in the ball game. That's out number 1 here in the top of the 5th. Caden Chalk, the right fielder. See, this is Alex Reed, number 20, is up to bat. First pitch called strike. 0-1, swung on and missed, strike 2. Cut on and miss. That's strike number 3. Strikeout number 7 for Hayden Christofferson in the ball game. 2 outs in the 5th. Brings up Landon Hill. First pitch, big swing and a miss for strike 1. One swung on, soft little looper out into center, and it's going to drop just out of the outstretched glove of Peterson, but it's thrown home. 2 runners will score for Canton as Strand comes all the way around to score. Anderson and Strand to score. Thompson at second base. And Hill at first, 15-3.
Shortstop number 21, Theo Meister.
Brings up the top of the order. Theo Meister making his 4th plate appearance. 0 for 1. Walk, a ground out, and a walk.
Just about to comment on how great Christofferson's response was after walking a couple and coming back, firing what I think was 6 or 7 strikes in a row. And just a good piece of hitting from Hill to poke one right out in the middle of the field. And a good rally here coming from Canton.
First pitch in there, called strike number 1. To Meister, and he sticks his bat out there. Carter Hansen fields it. And he's not going to ever be able to make a play.
101.
So Thompson to third, Landon Hill to second, Meister to first on the error. Brings up Wyatt Greenwood, center fielder. He's 1 for 3, singled in the first, struck out swinging in the third, and flew out to Peterson, out in shallow left in the 4th. It's pitch number 102 from Hayden Christofferson. 1-0, cut on and miss, strike 1. One down and in, ball 2. Two, 1, high and away, ball 3. And Vermillion just needs an out and the ball game's over. Three, 1, inside part of the plate, called strike number 2. Fills up the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Pitch number 107 from Hayden Christofferson. On the way, swing and miss. And a throw down to first for a good measure.
For Canton in the top of the 5th, 2 runs.
8th strikeout.
1 Vermillion, 3 left on. Final score, Canton 3.
2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 3 left on base for Canton. Your final score here at Prentice Park, 15-3 between Vermillion and Canton. Vermillion moves to 9-3 on their season. Their next game, they will host Scotland Menno tomorrow. The Trappers, another high-ranked Class B team right here at Prentice Park. Scotland Menno, as of this earlier afternoon, 6-5 in Region 1. Be a big win for seed points there for Vermillion. Then on Monday, they will travel to the Irene Wakanda Eagles. And then on Tuesday, they will host Dakota Valley for the regular season finale. And tomorrow, we will not have you on here. Neither of us are around. Spencer, I'm going to be jumping. I'll be celebrating my brother's graduation. So we will be back here on Tuesday. Spencer Buley on the call. Vermillion hoping to end their season on 7 wins in a row if they can pick up the next one, the next 3 wins. For Vermillion, Spencer, it seemed like they got a lot of runs early and they held off a lot of Canton attacks. Canton stranded 11 on base.
Yeah, that was the story of it, Cole, is Canton not being able to finish the job when they got runners on base. I mean, again, this is a pretty good hitting squad. They don't have an issue putting the bat on the ball and getting some solid contact and putting runners on base, but it's a struggle in the field for Canton right now, and their pitching, of course, as we talked about, I mean, they hit a lot of batters in this game, put a lot of unearned runs out there. But Vermillion did a great job of attacking the opportunity. I mean, there were some moments here and there where maybe towards the end you start to lose focus a little bit, find some errors in the field. Your hitting kind of takes a dip because you get a little too relaxed up at the plate, lose some of your batting cues. But, I mean, yeah, it's a great job by Vermillion to come in here, take advantage of the opportunity, and get out of here in 5 innings.
Again, 15-3 victory in 5. Play tomorrow, play Monday and Tuesday, and that is how they'll wrap up the regular season. We will see you back here on Vermillion Tanagers Live on Tuesday. Spencer Buley will have the full action of that one. Until then, we hope to see Vermillion catch another couple of wins and try to end their regular season on a 7-game win streak on Tuesday. But until then, we will step aside. Everybody have a safe and wonderful, warm weekend. We'll see you back here at Prentice Park on Tuesday.